First grade was much like kindergarten, you know, with the coloring and playing with the toys and all that. And I remember sitting at the table in the classroom, you know, that's the way the teacher had everything set up. And we can play with the toys and stuff, but you had to finish your homework assignment, usually the classroom assignment. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out, well, I don't get it. I don't understand it. You know, I'm looking at these words because at that particular time I didn't know how to read. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to know how to read in the first grade. I knew I didn't know how to read in the first grade. So by the time I got to second grade, I was just there, just looking at this book and all these words and supposed to know this stuff, you know, because I didn't pass. I failed. In fact, they held me back. Then the rest of it is pretty much a blur somewhat, but I kind of figured out that I wasn't going to get this, and this is as far as I was going to go. So what I did was learn how to be quiet, try to be as invisible as possible, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to draw any attention to yourself. And I was aware that the other kids was getting it. I wasn't. And so drawing is what I pretty much started doing to keep other than just feeling like part of the furniture, giving myself something to do while I was sitting there. I knew there was a problem, but it seemed like nobody around me seemed to respond to it, you know. My mother was trying to be supportive of my circumstances because she knew something wasn't quite right. And I do remember her buying like paper and pencils and would sit me down and try to work with me and all this kind of stuff. But my father, his thing was, he just blamed me. He said I was stupid and dumb and never amount to anything because he was in agreement with the teachers and stuff. So, you know, he made matters he made it a lot worse than it should have been. Presently, I'm suffering from that. I'm paying a great cost because I'm shut out of everything because at 49, I have no formal education. Never been to high school, never been to college. My schooling stopped to me, in the second grade as far as I'm concerned. I think that's where it all stopped, to be perfectly honest. Because when I failed, somebody should have did something. When I was in grade school, I'd always wanted to actually be a pilot because I love airplanes, you know, then and now. But as time went on with my drawing, I started realizing I was more interested in designing aircraft more so than flying aircraft. Because now I'm to the point where I want to get into designing spacecraft. But unfortunately, due to my circumstances, that's just a dead dream right now. And I hate that. I really hate that.